Hey gorgeous star signs, welcome to my channel. This is TC, your guiding chariot. Welcome to the round of November readings. These are going to be for all the signs, sun, moon, and rising. Going to be an interesting November. We've got lots of things going on in Scorpio. I'm filming this on the 31st of October, so happy Halloween, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Probably be November 1st when all of these go up. So I hope you had a great Halloween. But this is also the day Mercury goes retrograde in Scorpio. We have Venus in Scorpio. Mars joins Venus in Scorpio later on in November. So lots of things going on in this house. So it would be, very wise to know where Scorpio is for you, where it is in your chart. Because wherever that is, there's a whole bunch of transformation, a whole bunch of growth and changes going on. As I've been filming some of the videos so far, some of the readings, there's a lot of growth and a lot of level up and a lot of new beginnings for everyone. So amazing readings. I hope you enjoy yours. As always, these are general, so take them how they resonate. Don't try to force any of the messages. You may resonate with all the decks, you may resonate with one of them. Just take what applies, leave the rest on the table. It's all good. And as always, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to join our little family. Just supports the channel. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you so much. Let's get into your reading. Hey Aquarius! This is TC, your guiding chariot. Welcome to your November spirit message reading. This is going to be for Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. Alright. Let's see what is going on. So far the readings have been amazing. So I'm excited to see what is going on for you guys, Aquas. Okay. Let's see what messages are coming through. I hope October was great. I'm not sure if I'm going to get these up before Halloween, so if it is after, I hope you had a fun Halloween. Hope you enjoyed yourself, had a good time. Lots going on. Okay, so while we wait for some cards to pop out, lots going on in Scorpio. So if we're talking astrology for a hot minute, it definitely, if you've had your natal chart done, it would be a great thing for you to know where Scorpio is for you. Wherever that is in your chart, huge transformation going on right now. We have so many planets in there. Obviously the sun is in there. We're in Scorpio season. Mercury is in there. Probably is retrograde by the time this goes up. We're already in shadow. Venus is there. Now I can't even think. Who else is there? Is Mars in there now? I don't even remember. But lots of planets going on in there. So lots of intensity, lots of transformation, lots of introspection going on. Cool. These guys really aren't jumping. Let's try. Oh, okay. Here you come. No. No. Well, no, we're taking you. I was like, you didn't fall, but you were face up. There we go. That's the last one. Okay. I was even getting anxious. I was like, what's going on? Look at you! Alright, Aquas. So, first card out. You got power. I mean, you do got power. Yeah. Let's get this guy out of the way. And then these two fit quite well together. Someone else got the same... I feel like another sign got these same two cards. But you got Inner Calling, very nice, along with Inner Peace. I almost want to say it was Sag. It might have been Sag that got them. Actually, yeah, I'm going to go with that. I think it was the Sag video. If you have a Sag in your life, and you were thinking of cross-watching, or if you have a lot of Sag placements, might be worth checking out the November video for Sagittarius. Just throwing that, because I believe they got the same two cards. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they got both of these. But anyway, for you, my lovely Aquas, so November looks like you're taking back control. And I don't say that only because of the power card, because the power card is literally, it's like being gifted the strength, being gifted the ability to overcome, being gifted the endurance to see something through, to exact your will, to make X and Y, Z happen. But I feel like you're taking back control because it's also coming from a very steady, secure place. This inner calling and this inner peace, right? From this grounded, stable, content center, that's where all the action is coming from. That's where the force is coming from. It's also being directed in the right way. For some reason with this deck, so if you've been watching my videos, especially in like my early videos when I used this deck a lot, I used to talk about the back of these cards has this big old sword. This is actually the reason why I bought this deck. Like, this like sword in the crystal. Like, I get very like Ace of Swords vibes off of this back. And so to me, this deck is always about truth and clarity. And the power card features this same sword, like all beaming and radiant, but now it's been pulled, you know, it's like Sword of the Stone. Like you're King Arthur, you've pulled the sword. Like it's the exact same sword. It still has the light emanating from it, but now it's even brighter because it's like been unleashed, right? That's what's going on for you this month. Like you are literally taking back, I was gonna say taking back your power, but then like literally the word everything came through. It's like you're taking back everything, which is great. Everything that's meant to be yours is always going to be yours, but like this is the month where you're like, no, like legit, it's mine and it's mine now. Like I'm taking it now. Like it's a very empowered moment. But with, you know, here you are in possession of this Ace of Swords, so truth, clarity, direction, but you also have the inner calling. So all this power you're getting, you're directing it in the right way. You're putting it into the right cause. You're putting it into the work that's going to feed you and nourish you back. And that's how you get inner peace. That's where that balance comes in, because then you're perfectly in the flow. You're getting this divine endurance. You're getting the know-how, the wisdom, and channeling it into something that, you know, is cyclical. It's feeding you back. As you put energy into it, it is giving you energy right back, right? And it's from a grounded, centered, nurturing place. Like, ooh, that feels amazing. And I think these are supposed to be like little fairies. Yeah, so there's like little fairies floating around the doorway. I almost wanted to call them dragonflies, but I wanted to say that because dragonflies are, you know, as far as like an animal guide, they represent like magic and transformation. Like you are definitely transforming, but it's like a transformation like into like strength and just like it feels like a force of nature. Like you're turning into like a hurricane. And not that you're necessarily going to be destructive, but it's just like there's no stopping you. Like there's nothing that can be done. You know what I mean? Like you're like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to accomplish this. There is nothing that can be done to stop you. Like your big old gale winds are just going to blow right through town. I really like that feeling for you, Aquas. All right. Let's see, what else clarification do we have for Aquarius? Your cards are very not wanting to reveal much. Like I feel like with all the other readings, like literally, like the cards are jumping before I've even finished the question. It makes me wonder what's going on. It's like, is Spirit not wanting to reveal too much? Or I almost wonder if this is your energy. Because like I said, you're in control. You're the one with the power card. So it's almost like this is up to you. You know what? We're taking that. I felt you. Oh, there we go. Hold on, we got a runner. Let's see. Alright, let's start with you. Oh, shoot. Look at that. So first one, darkness. Yep. And then the new beginnings card. Capricorn also got this card too. So it might be worth it if you have some Capricorn placements. It might be worth it to watch that video as well. This darkness though, I think this is what you're moving out of. And I almost wonder if that's why the cards are feeling so secretive. Not that you're trying to be, not that the universe is like trying to keep you in the dark. But I almost wonder if whatever has been happening has felt like darkness. Like you've been wandering around, or like you've been trying to find the words for it. Like you have been searching for something, but literally like it's like you're searching in the dark. Like you're just kind of feeling around and like, where is it? It's here, I know, it's somewhere. It's giving me this vibe that, you know, you may have just been kind of walking down this path, but not seeing anything, or you're not, it doesn't feel like you're getting any closer to the thing, or to the spot, or, you know, wherever. But that changes this month. Like even looking at the card, it's almost like a negative. Right? Like if you took the door, like the doorway out of the beginnings card, you know, it could almost be the same scene. I mean, obviously this side you got a tree, but it's like there you have a new moon, and then in the beginnings you have a full moon, right? And then you just have this like open path versus this like green field. Like they feel like negatives of each other. Like these are two sides of the same coin. You know, which is like, again, it has that same kind of story where it's like you had to go through the darkness to find this beginning. But this I feel like is behind you. This isn't what's coming up this month. What's coming up this month are the beginnings. But you had to wander in the darkness. I almost wonder if there were things you had to leave behind. Like a lot of what happened in your just like recent past may not even have just been October. It could have been maybe September. And I almost want to say because of this moon, I almost want to say whatever it was is more emotional. It doesn't feel like it was work, it wasn't that kind of stuff. But I think emotionally, spiritually, you may have had the need for some type of release. Or maybe you weren't emotionally satisfied with the situation, you know, whatever it's regarding. That legit, like I feel like that changes. And it may even be as drastic as this, where it's literally like a negative image, like everything just flips. Like it's a complete 180. Like even looking at the beginnings card, now yes, for sure this denotes new opportunities. But I almost want to say, oh, we're going to take that. I'm not feeling these guys. But I almost want to say this beginning card, this I think has more to do just with you. Like you're getting to this fresh start. You're getting this like clean slate. Like where once you wandered in darkness, now you've turned on the light. You know, I really like that too. Oh, someone's flipped over in there, I saw it. But yeah, I feel like you're kind of going through, not necessarily a recalibration, because that's not what it feels like, but it does feel like it's just like this breath of fresh air. Okay. Let's start with these guys. Okay. Sorry, I saw these ones that are flipped over. I'm just putting them back. All right. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so 7 of Cups. Some confusion going on, and yes, if I was wandering around in the dark, I'd be confused too. So, We know what that's about. It's a little confusion, feeling a little, what do I do? How do I do this? King of Swords. Real analytical energy, trying to analyze what's going on with all these different cups. Which should I drink out of? Which is important, trying to create a plan. Look at that, Two of Pentacles. So funny, this guy was also in the Capricorn video with the beginnings card. So if you have some Capricorn placements, it may be worth it to watch the Capricorn video. That is hilarious. Oh, yes. Empress card after that, followed by the Wheel of Fortune, fate turning in your favor. Legit, baby, things are changing. Things are changing in the best way. So walking out of confusion, because with this confusion, with all these options, or what do I do about this? How do I make this happen? Is this what I really want? Should I be doing this? And then I think this was the darkness, this King of Swords. This was you trying to formulate the plan, trying to see the reason behind all of this. You know, doing your pros and cons list. Is this really da-da-da-da-da-da-da, whatever it is. Two of Pentacles. Anytime you get a two, like this is about a decision needing to be made. So, and here you are doing this balancing act, like this cute little bunny. You know, maybe you've narrowed down these 7 cups down to 2, but it's like, oh, I don't know which I take, da 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 da, and you're kind of doing this bit of a dance. Maybe we haven't fully committed yet. Oh my god, I never even noticed this till now. Look at that. I didn't realize this bunny is like standing on a fish. That's an amazing balancing act. Like, he's standing on a fish. Look at that. That's hilarious. So that could even be significant. Like maybe you're even, it's like while you're trying to hold and balance this, like you're like even standing on unsteady ground. Like everything is in shift, everything is in limbo, everything is moving. Like we're trying to make a base. Like it's like almost like we're trying to make like a home base, a campsite, you know, settle on even ground. But it's like we haven't decided on which cup to drink out of. Plus, as we're trying to do that, everything is moving around us, and we're just trying to like keep it together. Like just like it's very that. But then you have these amazing cards after. So Empress. Now, if we're trying to find stability and steady ground, who better than the Empress to give that to us? This is abundance, creation, the harvest, manifestation, birth, like tons of creative energy. Plus the Wheel of Fortune. Things turning around in your favor, luck being on your side. What do you want to create? Oh, stop it. Look at that. I don't even need to pull more cards. But look at that. Ace of Mother Truckin' Cups. So, biggest thing that I want to say to you, my lovely, lovely Aquas. Yes, you're an air sign. So this King of Swords energy comes real easy to you. The pros and cons list, I probably said that and some of you were like, well, yeah, I wrote that yesterday. Like, and what? Actually, you probably wrote it a month ago. Like, you know what I mean? This month is all about the emotional space. Has a lot to do with feelings. You know, and I say that, and this is a card of like true love, self-love. For you, it feels like self-love. This is about balancing out your feelings and your, I want to say your emotional needs, finding what feels right for you. Because again, this Empress, like this is full Mother Nature energy. This is Mama Bear energy, right? But she sits in comfort. She's the Empress. She sits in comfort. She sits in luxury. She sits in abundance. But all of that doesn't make her happy. She would be happy whether she was sitting there or not. You could take her out of that and put her in some random spot. She would be just as happy. And from that, she would create the same abundance around her. Like she's not happy because of her surroundings. Her surroundings are mimicking that emotional center within. And I think that's what's really going on for you this month. It's like whatever darkness has been clouding your emotional space, you've turned the light on, or you will turn the light on. I was trying to see if I'm looking at this, if I saw any other, like any external, like maybe if this Empress resembles someone else, you know, because obviously this King of Swords, super easy to take as you, because it's your same element. But none of this feels external. Like, and even you think about the cards you got earlier to start, inner and inner. Like, this month is a lot of introspection and a lot of reflection for you specifically. I'm trying to think for my let me see, Aquarius rising. Wait. It's Aquarius first house. Right? Because then it would be Cap, Sag, Scorpio. So what, 12, 11, 10th house. So for all of this Scorpio energy and all this shift and transformation to be happening in your 10th house, that's like the house of career. So work could be changing. It may be because work, maybe what you do is just a job, but it's not necessarily a career. And I say that in the sense where it's like, you do this because it's a job that pays the rent, it pays the bills, it, you know, keeps food in your fridge. But it may not necessarily be something that is super nourishing to you in your emotional space or your soul level. That may change. Like, you may find your calling. You may find an occupation that suits who you are, or it feeds you more, or makes you, you know, more aware or appreciate the actual impact that it has on people or on yourself, your coworkers, you know, whatever it is. It's so weird though. I just feel like this transformation really has nothing to do with your work. It may affect your work, but this shift is really about you. This shift is about your alignment, where you need to be, what you need to be doing to feel happier, oh, there we go. I love that I say feel happier, and that's when the card gets spit out. All right. The Seer. And you know what's so funny? When I was shuffling, I saw this card earlier. So it's interesting that it's back again. And this is giving me major star vibes, Aquas. And as you know, well, most of you probably know the star card is your card. But look, it's like you're holding the star. It's like you have it in your hand. You have that guidance. You have that wisdom. You have that knowledge. That light inside. And, you know, even with the power card, like, again, it's in your hands. Look at that. Like, yeah, this is really about you taking back the power, taking back the control. Like, you're taking back the driver's seat. You know, and with the Seer, like, obviously, like, if you think about the High Priestess, you know, she knows all. Like, that's why she's called the Seer. She can look into her little crystal ball and see everything she needs to see. But, you know, for this to be truly effective, you also have to make a decision. We talked about that with this Two of Pentacles. A decision is going to need to be made. So yes, you've been dealing with these 7 cups. Yes, you've been figuring out which cup to take. Yes, now you have this opportunity to make this brand new beginning. Yes, luck is on your side. Opportunity is coming. Favor is yours. You have this creation energy here with the Empress to create whatever it is. But the decision needs to be made. None of this matters until you make this decision. And again, you're not going to make the right decision based off of just the pros and the cons and analyzing everything. The right decision comes from this Ace of Cups, from your feelings. What feels good, what nourishes you, what what's that thing that the second you think of, your whole soul lights up, like you just start beaming, right? So I want to say, especially with this reading, yes, this is a month of claiming your power and just incredible empowerment and going through this transformation. I think the manifestation of a lot of what's being talked about in this reading, especially these new beginnings, I think it's a little down the road. But I think this is the month where you start to plant the seeds. Or you at least make a decision on what seeds you're buying from your Home Depot trip. Like, I feel like this is a lot to do with setting things up for 2020. Like, we're laying groundwork this month for you guys. But it all feels really positive. And again, it's because you're taking a step out of this darkness. You're no longer wandering. You're no longer, just trying to get by. You're no longer settling. You're no longer like, oh, I mean, this is just my for now. Like, we're done with the for nows. Like, we're going after the full enchilada now, Aquas. And again, it's going to be based on your feelings. What feels emotionally fulfilling to you. So once you find that, then you take action. Then you make that decision here. All right. I'm going to wrap up your reading there, Aqua. If, like, some of you may still be kind of working through getting to this beginning, because even sitting here trying to, like, get the message out, like, even my head feels real foggy. Like, it just feels fuzzy and like, meh, 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 meh. So some of you may be going through that exact same type of situation. Don't let that freak you out. Don't let that deter you. Yes, it can be confusing and frustrating and tiring and draining depending, to what degree this is happening and where it's happening for you. Don't let that stop you. Don't. Because literally, like I'm saying, like, you're being given the power. You're being given the strength to push through it and just push through the fog. Because on the other side of that, whole new creation for you. Alright, but again, gonna wrap it up here. As always, thank you for coming and watching this video, supporting the channel. If you enjoyed it, give the video a thumbs up, just helps the channel to grow. If you're not already, please subscribe, join our little family here. And as always, I love connecting with you guys. I love hearing from you, how it resonates, what's going on. So if you have anything to share, question for me, feel free, hit me up in the comment section down below. You can also DM me on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. And if you want to book a private session with me, all that info will be in the description box, or you can DM me as well. Until next time, I will see you in your next video. Take care. Love you guys, Aquas. Have a good November.